I'm currently in an online turned very passionate relationship with someone who appears to be the rapper Bow Wow. Come on. Subject, together we have over 44,000 Instagram followers, but we remain apart. Hello, Neve and Max. My name is Antoinette, and I'm 21 years old. I've always been big on social networks, but I've been on Instagram the longest and have built it up to about 15,000 followers. Every time I post a photo, I get tons of likes and comments, some of them negative, so most of the time I don't respond. But about 2 years ago, I noticed a really cute guy by the name of T-Lights following me. He is 22 years old, rapper, singer from Boca Raton, Florida. I gave him my handle, and we started chatting, and we clicked right away. We text, we talk on the phone, and we talk all day, like basically 24/7.
Baby, please don't leave, 'cause if you go, you take all me, 'cause you are my soul.
T-Lights is always busy with his music. We've seen this before.
Oh God, busy with the
Playing
music.
at clubs
It seems to be his major excuse for everything. He never has time to video chat. He always says that his Wi-Fi connection is bad or his phone battery is low. T-Lights, come on, buddy. Better excuses.
I trust T-Lights, but I'm hoping to move to California within the next year, and I need to know if my relationship with T-Lights is worth continuing or if I should completely move on from my Instagram crush.
You are my soul.
What's happening?
Okay, so he had no idea that we were here. None of them did.
What's the story?
So I said, like, do you know why we're here? It's Albert. I said, well, I'm guessing it's because of Antoinette. I was like, so that's you, right? You've been, like, that's the one you've been talking to her. He's like, yeah. Let's just walk over there. Come on. This is great.
Time to
Yeah,
jump.
but why is it like,
Jump.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So, I don't think I need to introduce her.
Of course.
This is Antoinette.
What's up, Hey, you guys, yeah. Hey, I'm Max, by the way.
Yeah.
Are you good? Chilling?
Yeah, y'all did so good.
You saw it?
Yeah,
What?
I was in the very back.
That's awesome.
I wish I saw you. Do you guys know anything about this?
Oh yeah, he's told me tons about it. It's almost like just having a friendship, but they're attracted to each other, so it's all good.
So wait a second. So I want to talk to you because you know that, like, this whole time we had this, like, shred of doubt or kind of concern that maybe she was talking to you. Maybe
She's a beautiful girl.
No, but we're always trying to consider every option.
So when you saw us on stage, were you like, that's legit?
Yeah, it's so legit. I was like, he looks the same. Like, he sounds the same. Like,
Yeah.
it's everything.
You look the exact same.
Really?
Yeah.
I look the exact same?
Yeah. I still can't get over like turning to my right and being like, damn. You should have been like, T. I would have been like, oh. I would have probably stopped.
I didn't wanna, like,
Obviously, I
distract.
would have probably stopped the performance and been like, okay, so she's real, by the way.
Because I used to ask him too. I was like, are you sure she's real? Have you been chatting her?
No, right?
He's like, no, but you know what? It's crazy because a lot of times I saw her, let's say, like try to vid or whatever. It's in the car, no connection. Or we're at the studio, can't
crazy,
answer.
yeah.
So I guess they never got a chance to. But yeah, it's like, it's been going on for what, almost 2 years, yeah.
Neve called your manager and he told him that, like, he gave him your number and he's like, so is this his number? And your manager was like, no. I was like,
Oh,
what
yeah,
the
he's like, dude, I just kept telling him like,
Okay, I thought that.
Because I was like, dude, like, I don't want my number to anyone. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I'm private about it, you know?
I had to have that as, like, a small, tiny doubt, but, like, I just knew.
We talk a certain way. And like, no one, I mean, the emojis like we use.
I feel like I don't know, I feel like I type the same. Like, I
definitely
drag out
do.
my words for no
so,
reason.
like 30 letters. You made me do it.
You know, it wasn't easy to get her to come here. Showing up at your show was a big deal for her.
Big step, bro.
Yeah.
That's a huge first move. That's true.
Right. So look, we've got some time. You guys are gonna be recording tomorrow.
Yeah, we have a studio session.
Yeah. We can hang out. You guys can talk.
That would be fun.
Bye,
All right.
Nice meeting y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
So dear Neve and Charlemagne.
Okay,
Hey guys, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, good. My name is Miracle, and I'm 26 years old and live in Milwaukee.
I love
Wisconsin.
Milwaukee.
You've been to Milwaukee?
Yeah, I've been there a couple weeks ago, actually.
I'm emailing you because I have met the man of my dreams, and his name is Giovanni. He randomly sent me a friend request on Instagram back in January and told me that I should text him sometime.
That means he likes what he saw on her Instagram.
Giovanni seemed to be a super cool go-getter. Not to mention that he was the most amazingly handsome man that I had met in years. He started telling me about how he was an up-and-coming music producer, always a red flag, who had recently moved from Milwaukee to Atlanta. People always think, well, if I'm a music producer, I can always use the excuse like, oh, I'm in the studio. Like, we see that all the time.
True.
Right now, my feelings for Giovanni are through the roof. He restored my heart and soul at the same time. And just took away all the pain, hurt, and sorrow that I had once felt towards all men. However, I feel like we're drifting apart. I would ask him to video chat with me, and he would always say that he couldn't because he didn't remember any of his logins for the website. That's
some BS.
This is some BS.
Yeah.
When he still lived in Milwaukee, I would often ask him when we would be able to meet, and he would always tell me very soon, but it has never happened. If he is who he says he is, then he is, without a doubt, my ideal man, husband, life partner, and I would like to see where this could potentially go. I mean, that's deep for an online relationship.
I agree. That's a Drake single waiting to happen right there.
I am begging for you guys to help, to uncover a long overdue love that needs to be brought together. Hi,
Hello, how are you?
I'm Neve.
I'm Kara.
Kara.
Yes.
Hi.
Well, I'm Giovanni.
Meaning you are the person with whom Miracle has been texting,
Yes.
which would mean that you're the guy on the phone that she spoke to.
Yes.
So together you guys created this.
Not together.
No.
I
not
did
at
it on
all.
my own. When Miracle wanted to speak with a guy, I didn't know who else to turn to but my husband. I made a page because a friend of mine, her boyfriend was cheating on her. And the girl that he was cheating with, I was trying to get her to give me all of her information. So of course, when I made the page, I'm just sending out friend requests to everyone.
So you made the Giovanni Santos page to reach out to a girl that your friend's boyfriend was messing around with.
Yes.
Explain how we ended up here right now. So there's a big
There's a big gap.
gap
Well,
to fill.
I don't work because I have lupus. Most of the time, I'm just kind of laying around, kind of in bed, not feeling good. So when she started texting, it was like, oh,
was
not
just to
thinking
be-
that it would have went this far. Not even thinking that it would have lasted more than a week or two.
It's some real catfish.
How you let your wife do this, though? Why you didn't check your wife, bro?
Like, why didn't you take the phone and say, Miracle, this my wife, she playing?
She's here majority of the time. I'm usually not here. I'm working. That's what I do, you know, so I'm normally gone. So I didn't realize how deep it had gotten. Like, girl, you need to stop with that. I didn't realize that it went over what she originally planned for it to be.
Once I got to know Miracle, like, I thought she was a really sweet girl.
Are your feelings, the
Genuine.
feelings that,
They're genuine. Yes, everything through our text messages, that was all me.
but to be clear, you expressed, at least from the little bit that was made apparent to us, like romantic feelings.
Some of it was pretend, and some of it was real.
This is some BS right now. You did make me feel like that person was a real person. Now we on national television looking crazy as hell. I got friends, I got family, I have a daughter. I have a job, I have a career. I work for the damn state. I'm sitting on here looking dumb as hell because of you.
I do
Because of you.
apologize that you got wrapped up, but at the same time, it's not like you. It's not that.
Right.
It's us.
And-
we did it together. We was in this together. I wasn't texting myself.
Trying to
you were
victim blame
texting
right now.
everybody.
You're trying to blame the victim.
Is it lupus or she psycho? Which one? You're a sick individual.
I am a sick individual. I am a sick
I know
individual.
you are.
I have lupus and I live with it every day. You
Your
talking about
mind,
sick?
your
My mind
mind.
is good. My mind is
Something's
good.
wrong with you.
There is nothing
For you to-
wrong
for
with
you to
it.
sit and
It's
do
like,
something like this.
I apologize. I said I'm sorry. And what the
But
you
it
want me
still
to do?
shouldn't have
Like,
went
get
there,
on my
though.
knees and beg? I'm not gonna do that.
Ladies,
Calm
ladies,
down,
ladies.
okay? Calm down.
I'm pissed.
We ain't talking. I ain't talking to
I
him no
ain't
more. We ain't talking.
Maybe now is the appropriate time to.
Absolutely. You see me? Don't speak to me.
Trust me, it ain't no reason to. Sweetie, you basic.
Do you see your outfit though?
There's
That
the
I'm
door.
basic? Is that a
Let's
fishnet?
go.
There's the door.
We can leave, cause this is
Right.
done.
Okay.
All right, bro.
All right,
Peace, man.
Take it easy.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right.
They some sick ass individuals. They both some bums if you ask me.
My name is Shakina. I'm 31 years old, and I live in Moreno Valley, California. I've been talking to this guy, Chris, for 3 years. He's 29, and he lives in Tarzana, California. That's not that far. They haven't met in 3 years. He's a musician, and I've been following his music for quite some time. Uh-oh, is he like a famous musician? Around 3 years ago, I decided to send him a message, and he responded.
So she reached out to him.
Yeah. I sent him my number, and he actually called me. It was on after that.
I don't know what that means.
Since then, we've been talking pretty much every damn day. We got close super fast. I've never been with someone so loving before. But I am embarrassed to tell you that there's always been another woman in the picture.
What?
I know this guy gets attention from a lot of girls, but I can't help but feel like he's hiding a lot of stuff from me. I need your help to figure out if he's serious about me and finally get him to meet in person. Please call me Shakina. Wait a second. He has another girlfriend?
Girlfriend, a wife, who knows what.
There's got to be something about this.
There's more.
Let's give her a call and see what she has to say. Hey! What's up, Shakina?
My curly-haired sister.
Tell us a little bit about this guy, was it Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's actually Chris Brown I'm talking to.
What?
talking
As in
to?
Chris Breezy.
Yes.
As in Your Man Ain't Me. As
Yes.
in Run It, Chris Brown.
Yes, yes, that's him.
How are you so convinced?
I had to check his voice, and when I did, I checked when he was speaking in interviews and checked his voice on my phone. It sounded the same.
Does he ever video chat?
Video chat, he keeps it dark.
I don't know what to say. I mean,
This is a lot, Shakina.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me if I'm trying to process. It's a lot.
I'm sorry.
have you considered the possibility that you're not talking to Chris Brown?
No.
He's making you feel like you're the only person for him.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yet I know that Chris Brown publicly has a girlfriend. Does he ever talk about that?
I never asked about it because we have a good connection. I don't want to ruin it.
But you know that he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You said it in your email. Does that bother you?
The girl that bothers me is Takoya, because she's not on TV. She's an actual person.
So in addition to the girlfriend that he takes pictures with and goes to events with, Chris tells you that he's dating someone else
Yeah,
named Takoya.
yeah. He asked, can I have 2 girlfriends? What? I said, fine, okay. He said, won't y'all 2 talk? And then he put me on a 3-way with her.
Whoa. Chris put you on the phone
Yeah, he did
with
3-way.
his other girlfriend.
Takoya.
Yes,
He like merged the call.
yes, he did.
It's a virtual 3-way.
Both of them were talking at the same time?
No, she'll talk to me, and then he'll come in and start talking.
Okay.
He
And how
wants-
did that go?
It went okay. She was pretty nice. We became friends.
You guys talk and text without Chris?
Yeah,
Y'all are sister wives. You're fine with it?
yeah, I'm fine with it.
And has she met him in person?
No, she haven't met him either.
Okay. How often do you and Chris talk?
Like all day, like we'd be on the phone.
Does he tell you about like everything that's going on in his life, where he's at, what he's doing?
He don't tell me what he does at work or anything. He just tell me he's stressed out or he's tired.
Has he ever shown you his house?
No,
Cars?
no,
Chains?
no,
Has he sent you any pictures of anything?
no,
Never sent you any picture?
no.
Someone else.
Hi. This is Chris.
Wow. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Is that your name or is that? No. Okay.
What is your name?
Johnisha.
Johnisha. But you've been Chris
this whole time?
Yeah.
And maybe you a little bit?
No.
No.
I have been involved. Shakina, you know me as Betty.
Who's that?
Chris's friend.
Okay.
Why would you lie? Why would you do that? Why would you put somebody else's face on Facebook?
I mean, when you first inboxed me, when we first started talking, it was just a joke. Like, I wasn't, like, really trying to do all that.
I was in a relationship with you, talking to you. That's different.
Yeah,
Hold on a second. How long have you had the profile?
a lot of years. I started when I was, like, probably in 10th grade.
And how old are you now?
I'm 22.
Okay, so it's been a while.
How many people are you talking to the same way that you were talking to Shakina?
Not that many.
For as long as her?
Probably longer.
Longer?
Yeah.
Wow.
And in a romantic way?
I mean, sometimes, yeah.
And do they think you're Chris Brown?
Yeah, some of them do.
So the entire time you've been talking to Shakina, you've also been talking to other people, Takoya and a few others at least.
You were collecting photos from her, explicit photos. Were you collecting photos from other people?
No.
But you'd realize that that's not okay.
I can't explain it. I'm sorry.
I just have a hard time believing you when you stand there and not show any kind of emotion.
And you've known about this. You've even participated. At some point, did you ever tell her, like, you gotta stop? This isn't cool.
When I found out she was doing it, I was, telling her it's wrong, you shouldn't do this, stuff like that. But, I didn't want to end our friendship because of it.
Right.
I've been through a lot, and you know that. You should have told the truth. I would have felt better, instead of being lied to.
Dear Neve and Max, my name is Kiana. I'm 19 years old and I live in a small town called Cameron, North Carolina. I'm currently in an online turned very passionate relationship with someone who appears to be the rapper Bow Wow. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. Bow Wow is 26 years old and lives in New York City, where he is the host of the show 106 in Park. I have loved him since I was a kid. I went to several of his concerts, bought all of his CDs, and even hung up posters of him in my room. I met him on Facebook 4 months ago.
All right.
I liked his fan page and sent him a message explaining how much I like his music. However, I never expected him to respond. So when he did, I was shocked. He called me the same day and we began texting daily. It has since become more serious. I'm doing everything I can to keep my feelings under control, but I can't help but smile thinking about Bow Wow actually liking me. One of the things that has connected us the most is our daughters. We talk about how we would all be a happy family together.
Why don't we leave this town together wherever the wind blows?
Unfortunately, we haven't been able to meet due to his high volume of filming and his intense schedule in New York with the show. We have even tried to video chat a few times, but it's always a bad connection on his end. The things he does keep me believing that this might actually be real. He sent over $10,000.
Let's just keep on reading.
I'm falling in love with this person and I don't want to be heartbroken. I'm ready to know the truth and I hope you guys can help me. Kiana. I mean, some very wealthy man is either impersonating Bow Wow or it is Bow Wow, which is even crazier. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, man?
Well,
Oh.
I came here obviously to introduce you to Kiana.
Oh my God. Well, how you doing, Kiana?
Oh my
God.
My name D.
Like I,
You go by D.
Yeah, my stage name is D Pimpin.
How old are you?
23. And I never lied about my true feelings for you. I just lied about the person and for that attention. That was it. Like the music, I'm me, I'm real, I'm this person. Like I care about you.
I'm not.
I just wish we could move forward from this situation.
I'm not gay, so like this couldn't move forward.
I'm kind of embarrassed at the same time because now, like, you're embarrassed, I'm embarrassed, I knew you wasn't gonna accept the fact that I was a female. I knew you wasn't gonna accept that. Even if we can't share like that type of relationship, I still wanna be that friend to help you. I still wanna be that person to be there for you like I've been doing, sending you everything, taking care of you and your daughter, supporting your career and all. Like, I wanna be that person to help you with everything.
Were you expecting this to go any better?
Yeah, I was hoping like that we could have moved forward from it.
Like, I don't even understand, like, we didn't even have to go through all this. Like, we wouldn't have been dating, but you could have been told me. Like, I think that's the most upset. Like, you got me looking stupid.
So did you start the fan page?
Mm-hmm.
And then that got closed, or you closed it?
Yeah,
or?
I closed it. Once I got close to Kiana, I just closed it.
So you kind of created the profile as a trap in a way to meet girls?
Yeah, to meet girls, to meet a lot of girls. Because I know Bow Wow, he gets that attention. Like, all the girls love him.
But those are straight girls that like Bow Wow.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I like a challenge. I'm the type, I like a challenge. I like straight girls to see what I can do.
And the money.
Yeah, the money.
I mean, like, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, I wouldn't just send random chicks that amount of money. Obviously, I had some type of connection, some type of feelings for her to send her money like that.
And you are a musician.
Mm-hmm.
That's your full-time job?
Mm-hmm. I do shows and everything here in Atlanta. Like, they have open mics, so I do shows here for like $1,000, $300, $500. And
So wait a second. Take us back a little bit and explain how you guys met.
Okay, I actually saw her and suggested friends, and I went ahead and added her, and then she actually messaged me. And like a short conversation later, she gave me her phone number and said, text me. And that's how we started
So
off.
she was a suggested friend because before she moved to Wyoming, she lived in Ohio, right?
She did. She lived within 40 minutes or so from me.
Had you guys tried to meet up?
Actually, yeah, I tried to meet up with her on more than one occasion, but she always blew me off whenever I was like right there. And then she went off to college to do track.
So at the time you were 17, you were finishing high school?
Yep.
Were you not dating or you had a girlfriend or?
During that time, I didn't necessarily have a girlfriend. I never really found a connection. But then when I started talking to Jayla, she was able to break that down without ever actually speaking to me face to face. And I felt that was a strong moment. Like, if you're able to do that, then there must be something there. And she's the first person I ever said I love you to.
Wow.
She didn't force me to say it. It felt good when I said it. People always want something from you, and she didn't. You know, there was times where I was broke, and there was times where I had plenty of money and things like that, and she didn't care what my situation was. She only cared about me, and I felt like that's somebody I truly care for.
I think you've made Neve misty.
Well, it's very, like, that's a beautiful way to talk about someone.
So what's going on in your head right now? You really considering moving?
When she asked me to move out there, I said, yeah, I'll come right now. I'll buy a ticket. Let's go. And then I sat my phone down. I thought about it's going to be really hard because I'm really vested in the game with my friend. We really have a close bond when it comes to this business. Like, we need each other. So it can ruin my friendship and my business partnership with them if I decide to up and leave for a girl.
We got some big choices to make.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got an email from Jalen. Her name is Jayla. He knows her full name, so that's good. She used to live in Ohio, but now lives somewhere in Wyoming. I know Jayla is on a scholarship for track and field. Here is her phone number. Here's her Facebook page. Thanks, Jalen. Let's just search this phone number. And let's hit it up on a Spokio. See what we get. Come on. All right, no, this is a dead number. Doesn't help us. Why don't we check out her Facebook page?
All right.
Here's Jayla's profile. Look, she posted as recently as 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Oh, here we go, lots of photos. She's got a track and field sweater on. You know what's weird is that the pictures that she's been posting alternate between her having 2 tattoos and her having 1 tattoo, so like they're not posted chronologically.
Right, they're going back and forth.
Right, so it sort of feels like someone downloaded a bunch of pictures of her and then randomly puts them up without really thinking
about the order.
Right.
So this is a fake page.
I think it's a fake page.
Just do a search, Wyoming track.
Here we go. Track
Here we
and field
go.
2015 roster.
Great.
Here's the women's team.
All right. And it says hometown.
Colorado, 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 Colorado.
Ohio. Dayton, Ohio.
J-Lo. Yes! Wait, so that is her name. There she
That's
is! As a senior, was Ohio State champion in the long jump. Is she tagged? No, she's not, but 14 people liked it.
Did she like
Should she
it?
not have liked this?
Maybe because she's not on Facebook because some creeper has been impersonating her for a long time.
Maybe.
Take that picture. Just search for it.
Here we go. So,
Oh, we got something.
Okay, wait a second.
Ex-sprinter. Wait, is this her Instagram page? Did we find it? Did we find it?
There she is, Jayla.
We got her. We got the real.
Oh boy, 3,400 followers. Wow, this is amazing.
We got the real
I
girl.
think this is it. I think this is her. Oh, here's a picture of her with someone.
That's her friend.
Is she tagged? Yep, she tagged
Got
her.
a friend.
But look, these are the same pictures that we've been seeing on the other
this
accounts.
is where
Like,
they're
this has
stealing
videos.
This is where they're stealing the pictures.
Way
from.
more stuff on here.
Oh. There's a guy in it.
Oh boy.
They went to high school together.
They have matching tattoos.
Matching tattoos.
Oh boy.
On the track field.
When
He's an athlete
These were
too.
posted in August, recently.
Oof, this is bad.
Do you know this guy?
Yeah.
You do.
You really were talking to me.
Hi, I'm Max.
Jayla.
Hi, Jayla. Look, I think we've spent a bunch of time with Jalen. He's literally just getting shocked with the fact that you are actually who you said you were, which I was almost positive wasn't the case. I think it would help us all just to know how this started for you, and then how did we end up here?
3 years ago, I was still in high school. I felt like I loved you, but my parents wouldn't approve of it. You're older than me. I met you off the internet. My dad's a preacher. It's just too much.
You know how long it's been? I could see a year, maybe that's pushing it, but 3? If your parents are the reason why I couldn't see you, you could have bumped into me at a Walmart and said, hey, like not even a phone call.
I'm busy, I do track, and then I have practice right after school. And on top of that, I had dance practice. On top of that, I played volleyball. On top of that, I play other sports.
I'm sorry, what was your excuse for not getting on the phone? I missed that. I understand how it can be tough to tell someone the truth, but like, I don't get it.
I was kind of trying to hold off because I want to apologize to you. I was in a relationship, and I was still talking to you and telling you I love you and all that, and I had a boyfriend and I'm sorry.
Are you still with your boyfriend?
No, we broke up.
They helped me find the Instagram. I saw pictures of you and another person. Why didn't you put it on your Facebook? You know, at least let me know. Were you trying to hide that from me?
Kind of.
Gosh. When I tried to see you, I went over there, didn't hear nothing from you.
I was actually at my ex-boyfriend's house. I wasn't even sure if you were you, and then I was scared to meet you. So is that wrong for me to be scared to meet somebody I have never met? I feel it's not.
You could send a voice memo. You could have called me. Your phone worked. You a girl. You talk on the phone.
That's disrespectful to my boyfriend.
And you don't think that's disrespectful to me?
I don't know you. I know you.
You know how long it's been?
Through text? I don't know you.
That was the whole point of talking through text, so you can be comfortable enough to see me in person.
Okay, I'm trying to see you. I'm seeing you right now. I apologize.
You had said things to him like asking him to come live
Yeah, I
here.
really meant that. I'm older now. I'm out the house. I'm out with my parents. At the end of the day, like my relationship wasn't working out, I want you to be a part of my life, and I want you to at least accept my apology.
You could have at least told me like what was going on so I could choose my position. If you want me to be like some side dude, then say, hey, you know, I got a boyfriend, but I want you to be around. Then let me choose what I want to do.
You were never a side person to me.
I've missed out on so much the past 3 years because you want to play games. What's it going to be now? Because you see me in person.
I mean, I care about you. I do. You listen to me when nobody else would. You're nice, you're smart, you're funny, you make me laugh, even when I don't want to. And I didn't want to give up on that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I really want to believe you, but I need to walk away.
All right, I think we better just break for today.
Okay.
Maybe if I can explain the in-between.
Dear Neve and Max, my name is Aurora. I live in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm a mother of 4. I'm writing in to you about my son, Steven. He recently turned 18 and is graduating from high school. On the scale of embarrassing mom moments, having your mom write in to a television show, it ranks pretty high. Can you imagine this kid? Oh my God. Mom. In school, he was very active and dedicated to wrestling. He has a huge heart, which is one of the things I love most about him, but I worry it will get him in trouble. Steven recently met a girl online named Sam.
2 M's.
2 M's. They've been texting and communicating now for about 6 months. My concern is that he's getting too involved emotionally with someone he hasn't even met yet in person.
I got a television, it's filling me with home.
Being that she lives in California, who knows? People are different out there. It could even be a boy.
It could be a boy.
Another thing I should probably mention is that Steven has actually been catfished before. I want Steven to be sure of what he's doing and that it's with someone who is honest and that adds to his happiness. Steven hasn't really dated in real life, so I worry that he's going to get his hopes up and then his heart will be crushed. Please come help and save my son from his second catfishing. The first thing we did was we went through her Twitter page.
That's where he met her.
It seems like a real page.
Right.
Posted by a real girl.
From what we can tell. The next thing we did was just searched Sam. And right away, the first thing that came up was a YouTube channel.
All of her fights
are up here. It's hard to see her face. There's no like perfect crystal clear moment.
Where is she?
She's in the black, I think. That seems to indicate she's been telling you the truth. Do you think you would want to wrestle her?
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
This girl could take you. What are the chances that you found, I don't know, maybe there are a lot of beautiful girls that wrestle.
Right?
But
That's what I think.
no, I mean, it's a find.
It's very rare that we get this far into an investigation and have all signs point to the story checking out and the girl being the girl in the pictures.
I'm just happy. You know, everything checks out, so this seems like good news.
Here we go.
Calm down, bub.
A lot of sounds.
Hi.
Neve.
Hi.
Good
Sam.
to meet you.
You too.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Sam.
Hi.
You're even more beautiful than I thought you'd be.
Thank you.
We're certainly all a little surprised that it's you. We weren't sure exactly what to expect.
You look like your picture.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm nervous. Oh my God. Like, I can't believe this is real.
I know. I don't really know what to say.
Like, I feel like I'm dreaming or something.
Well, you guys haven't really met yet. You should meet each other.
we
I
have
mean,
the same nails.
yeah, I
Oh my
noticed. Look at that. I mean,
gosh.
that's like amazing. Look at this. From what we understand, you're a wrestler. Is that still something that you're
Yeah, I'm
doing?
gonna wrestle in college.
Which is
Yeah.
awesome.
And I want to be a wrestling coach, so.
We've seen some of your videos, and I wouldn't want to mess with you.
Oh yeah, you don't want to.
Hey! Welcome.
Oh, Emma.
Thank you,
hello,
thank
hello. How are things in New Jersey?
A little cold, but you know, other than that, everything's been cool.
Well, we want to hear your story.
So back in April, he followed me on Instagram. I was like, wow, he's really cute. I'll slide in the DMs. So I messaged him, and within a day or two, I gave him my phone number and we started texting. He kind of came in at a point where I needed someone like him, just like a really good, caring person, someone who was willing to listen. And he would always remember little things that I told him. I'm like, I'm a sucker. If you could remember the little things, I'm like, oh, you pay attention. It was awesome.
Okay. And his Instagram to you looked fully legit and like a real person.
Oh yeah, he had verified athletes commenting on his posts.
Whoa, really?
Oh, yeah, because he played football.
Yeah, so he claimed.
What was his position?
He claimed quarterback.
Classic.
He could have said safety or something more believable.
Right? But at that point, I didn't really think twice about it.
And are you guys just texting or talking on the phone?
So I'd be like, oh, can you FaceTime me? He'd be like, yeah, I'm at practice. As soon as I'm done with practice.
Practice. Practice is the new in the studio.
Yeah, I got practice. It's so easy.
Right. And he would always make it a point to FaceTime me or call me whenever I was asleep.
Oh my God.
Isn't that insane?
So you have not spoken to him on the phone?
No. Never. So I reverse searched his phone number and it's registered to a Tiana.
Whoa.
Good work.
Right?
So what did he say?
He then proceeded to tell me he actually had a fiance and his fiance's name was Tiana.
Oh my God.
Finally, after days of arguing with him, I'm like, I don't believe anything you say. I think you're just a liar. He's like, you know what? I have to tell you something. He's like, look up Jake. And I found out EJ's pictures are actually a quarterback. The University of.
So EJ showed you that the pictures that you thought were EJ had actually been Jake the whole time.
Right.
What the is happening?
So now EJ is like me. Jake and this kid Kyle are behind this Instagram account to cheat on their girlfriends.
So now he's claiming that Jake has been in on this whole thing.
Right. He sent me one more picture. He told me, hey, this is me. But no matter how I try to cut this kid off, he finds different ways to contact me. So September 18th, I went and I got skin removal and EJ texted me from a different phone number. It was like, here's a video with Jake wishing you luck.
Do you still have it?
What, the video? Yeah, do you want to see it?
Yeah, we want to see it.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Hey Emma, this is Jake. Just wanted to say hi and wish you luck before your big surgery tomorrow. Just know that I'm thinking about you and I'm sure everything will go smoothly.
It's a cameo. It's a cameo.
Do you know what Cameo is? Do you know that app?
No.
Okay, so there's an app where you can find athletes and actors and celebrities.
And us.
We're on there and pay them to record a video for you.
Let's look up his name. Jake. He's got a cameo.
What is that?
Although he's only got one on here.
Emma!
Oh my
Oh!
Wait, but that's not you, is it?
No!
Thank you so much, Jake. This really made my day. The surgery was a success.
He must have made an account and named himself Emma and did it.
Oh my God.
That's insane.
So EJ made a fake account calling himself Emma, requested a cameo, and then left a review as you
Sick.
post-surgery.
That's sick. I'm floored.
Oh. Hello.
Who is this?
This is EJ.
Thank you for talking to us here. Obviously, there's a lot of questions we have, but before we sort of start firing away, I'd love to just give you an opportunity to introduce yourself.
Yeah, well, my name is EJ, and I'm 22. I just want to start by saying that I'm sorry for using somebody else's pictures.
That's like the least of my concern though. You've gone to some pretty serious extents. I don't think you realize how much it's affected me as a person.
I think this is just the first time I've really cared about someone. Before this, I really never dated anybody.
It's time to stop us. stop bullshitting yourself, and just be real.
Why does your phone number come back to a Tiana?
Because it's my dead name.
So not a fiance. You've never been engaged.
No.
Being that that is your dead name, we will not be using it again. Why not tell Emma that when she asked you about the phone results?
Just being scared to just be honest and be myself.
Disclosure is a very difficult thing to do. That is a very understandable thing, but your behavior is not. It is pretty appalling, the things that you have put Emma through. In your quest of being close to her, you were trying to force Emma's hand. It is difficult to understand how someone who has decided to live an authentic life is leading such an inauthentic life on the side, doing all of this. Like, come on.
I think, obviously, I have anger issues. So for me, like when I do certain things, I don't even know that I'm doing them in the moment. Because I'll do it, and then it'll be brought back up to me, and I'm like, no, I didn't do that, but I actually did do it. I sort of just, I don't know, black out, I guess you could say.
But what brings that anger on? Was it something about Emma specifically?
Yeah, like, did I do something?
No. Like, I was just in too deep, like, emotionally. I think it was just, like, abandonment issues from, like, a childhood to, like, now. I don't really understand, like, how to handle people just leaving, I guess.
So you think the times when Emma may have threatened to stop talking to you, that could have triggered sort of that anger or fear of abandonment and then caused you to retaliate with harsh words or threats?
Yeah.
Dear Neve and Max, I just turned 23 years old and live in Calvert, Texas. About 8 months ago, I saw pictures of a beautiful girl online and knew I wanted to get to know her more, and luckily, she messaged me back. She's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
Let me lie with you inside your love.
Get your hands off of me.
That's very sweet.
It's sweet, but there's more to life than beauty.
I'm a dad, so meeting women can really be hard sometimes. But Jasmine accepts me for who I am and says she can't wait to meet my daughter one day. She makes me feel very special.
So you found someone.
She is 22 years old and lives in Houston, Texas, which is only a couple hours away from me. We're both pretty busy. She works at a hotel, and she is working toward becoming a model. The fact that she's not a model, that's better than him saying, like, she's a model. Even with our busy schedules, we message each other all the time.
So there's a lot of messages.
We have talked about meeting up.
We've talked about meeting up, but they haven't meet up.
Whenever it comes time, she is all of a sudden not available. I'm not interested in a fling with her. I want an actual relationship. Please help however you can.
Felipe, period.
So here's what's up. We figured we would start with her Facebook page. So we went to her photos, and we found a bunch. So we did a Google image search, and that immediately got a bunch of hits.
Paris Roxanne.
Have you ever heard that name before, Paris Roxanne?
Never have.
All right, so after that, we went on Facebook, and we just did a search for Paris Roxanne. And look what we found. A ton of fake profiles. They're dozens and
Paris
dozens.
Roxanne.
Then we just did a Google search for Paris Roxanne. And what's crazy is that the girl in the pictures became sort of famous because she was faked. Someone found this 17-year-old girl that no one had heard of, created this profile, and it turned into a huge national story. And since then, now everybody's using her pictures to make
now
fake
there are all
accounts.
these fake Paris Roxanne accounts. She's become a famous fake.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
What's your name?
My name is Alex.
Alex.
Yes.
Okay, hi. And your name?
Luis.
Luis. Good to meet you. I'm Neve, and obviously
Hi.
Max. What's funny?
I'm not laughing. I'm just
Nervous.
yeah.
Nervous. Okay.
Who's Jasmine?
Me.
You're Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then who are you?
Well, I'm his best friend. I'm here because I dated Felipe, and I found out that he was messaging Jasmine. Luis told me. I felt, really hurt. I didn't say anything. I just stopped it.
So you guys, wait, have you guys ever met?
No.
So let me just clarify. So when did you guys start dating?
Like in June.
So 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And according to Felipe, you messaged him.
Way before that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You had this profile for Jasmine, and at some point, you saw Felipe, you started talking.
Mm-hmm.
Then after you guys started talking, you guys started dating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My name is Neek. I'm 19 and I was born and raised in a small conservative town called Orange, Texas.
We can go out on a Tuesday.
For most of my life, I felt like I did not belong. My sanctuary became the internet, where I found people who shared my interests and heart and accepted me for who I am.
Great.
Yeah.
Baby, you're my favorite thing.
A year ago, I posted a role-playing scenario on Tumblr. I created a fictional character, and I wanted someone to explore the world I'd imagined. One day, I received a response from Alice, who had created a character that was the entire universe.
The character is the universe.
Whoa. It blew my mind, and I responded right away. After a few weeks, we started talking as ourselves, and it's not an exaggeration to say that Alice became one of the biggest parts of my life. She gets me, she makes me feel loved, she makes me feel good about who I am. While Alice makes me feel like I'm beautiful, Alice is beautiful. So beautiful that she's a model and seems to make a living from it.
Uh-oh.
All right, people make a living from modeling.
Yeah, sure.
The thing is, Alice refuses to video chat with me no matter how many times I try to make it happen. She also travels all the time, taking road trips with her friends, but she won't come visit me in Texas. I really hope that you'll help me. Nick.
Who is it?
Hello?
Hi, this is Madison.
Maddie, hey, well, thanks for getting back to us. We're trying to find out everything we can about your friend, Alice. Can you just tell us how you know Alice?
Yeah, I mean, we met in high school.
Do you still live in Orange County?
I do, yes.
And does Alice also?
She moves around a lot. She could be up in LA or down here. It just depends.
And is that because, does she travel a lot?
She does travel, but I think mostly LA was for work, for her modeling and stuff like that.
Okay, and Alice dates women, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we have a phone number for Alice. Can you just confirm whether that is or isn't the same phone number you have for Alice?
Okay, yeah. What's the phone number?
714.
Yeah, that's not the number that I have.
Oh, that's not the number that you have.
No.
Whoa. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Neve.
I'm very nervous. How are
All
you? She's up there.
She's up here. Say hello.
Hi. Hey. How are you? How are you?
A little anxious, nervous, but I'm better.
Absolutely, also the same for me.
Okay, well,
Hi.
yeah, this is Elle.
Hi, I'm Alice.
And I'm Neve.
Nice to meet you again. Nice to meet you.
Glad to be here, but also I think curious and somewhat confused.
I'm also a little confused and like, I didn't want to do this. I was concerned that she called you in the first place. Because I was like, you talk to somebody and then they don't trust who you are. It made me feel anxious.
I get that. It wasn't that I didn't trust you, but
you need to make sure that
you're real before I gave you all of my heart.
It just like hurt my feelings a little bit.
Okay. I'm just gonna jump in. So then where does it come in that you aren't able to video chat?
I just didn't think there was that much of a lack of faith in me. I didn't think that it was like she needed to verify who I was over FaceTime. I thought she just wanted to. So it was low urgency for me,
Sure.
You know what I mean? When I'm talking to a person, I would really just rather talk instead of focusing on how I look.
I completely understand. I'm not trying to blame you. I understand your anxiety over all of this.
But just like one little video or something?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to defend her on this side, but I kind of do understand because we live in completely different time zones.
You guys,
2 hour
2
difference,
hours.
though.
2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've just never been, like, we don't even talk on the phone.
Why did you block her on Facebook?
I got incredibly anxious about this whole thing. Like, I have my own anxieties as well.
Yeah, sure.
I just felt like all of this didn't mean as much because of the fact that she didn't trust who I was.
You were in the military when you met Jamari.
Just something like a friend request online. We had a common interest. He's a model.
Okay.
And I always wanted to get into modeling.
How strong are your feelings for Jamari?
They're really strong in every aspect. I think he genuinely cares about me. We call each other Papi or Chulo or Babes. It's cute.
What kind of modeling does he do?
Print modeling?
Have you seen any of his ads? Like,
No, I haven't actually.
it's weird that he doesn't post those. I mean, for a guy that has...
For a model, you'd
Yeah.
think he'd have more.
My name not Jamari. My name is James, and as you can see, I ain't driving a Mercedes S-Series. And I'm 22. You know, I don't have my own place. I actually live with my mom, by the way, too. So that's why I always tell y'all, understand that, how you feel about your mom, because my mom is my rock. And not a model. Actually, I ain't gonna let you go because I want you to hear me out. I don't want you to walk away. I just want you to give me a chance, you know. I'm not a model, I'm a bus driver. You know, when I say I'm always on the road, it's because I'm on the road, but not literally the way you think I am. I was that close from telling you, but I just didn't want to lose you, especially when you've confided in me by so much. And I don't think that I've ever done anything like this in my life because, again, it wasn't supposed to get to this far.
My name is Marvin. I'm 22 and I live in Joplin, Missouri. I've been away for basic training in the National Guard for the last 2 years.
Wow, that's exciting.
I was trying to meet new people on social media, hoping that I'd hit it off with someone. All the guys I encountered only wanted sex, until I met this handsome guy named Austin on Grindr. We took a liking to each other and realized we had something in common. We were both new in town. I learned that he was a model. That's not good.
Yeah.
I learned that he was a model, but that's not what attracted me to him. It was his silly jokes and his outgoing nature that stood out to me. Despite all of our passionate conversations and saying how much we want to meet each other, we've never met in person. We ran the photos, and we got a hit. This one brought us to the Instagram account of a guy named Miles Sexton. He's got 15.5 thousand followers and lives in Toronto, Canada, creative director of Nord magazine, model and stylist. Now, this person seems to be perhaps the real person from the pictures.
I see.
When you click on the link to Miles's page, it says he's a national makeup artist at Lancome, creative director at Nord magazine, lives in Toronto, and that he's in a relationship.
Okay.
Are you Kurt?
Yeah, I'm Kurt.
I want to introduce you to Marvin.
Hi there. I'm Kurt.
Kurt. Why'd you lie to me?
Well, you weren't really talking to me.
You mean I wasn't?
Okay. Can you guys explain what's going on here?
I knew about the profile. I even helped create the profile. But you're actually talking with Kylie.
What?
I actually have spoken to you on the phone before.
This is sister.
All of us had the password to the profile. All of us saw every message.
Are you the only people involved in this, or are there more people?
No.
Involved in the profiles, that was just us.
But how can you
Yeah,
justify
go
that?
back to the beginning and explain this. I need to get all the facts here.
Originally, the profile was created to bust cheaters. That was the entire...
That was the intent. Well, I wasn't cheating on anyone. You unfortunately got caught in the crossfire, and we started talking to you quite a bit. And I guess we liked you.
How did you guys do it?
I made the Facebook profile. I didn't talk to anyone on any of the profiles. That was just Kylie. She liked talking to Marvin.
What did you have to do with it?
I found people to target.
Because you somehow knew which guys were probably cheating on their boyfriends.
Had a feeling.
Even though we have hurt you, we really care about you.
That's it? That's all you guys got? How many other Marvins are there?
There was probably only about 10 to 15 that held conversations.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
15 Marvins.
I wouldn't
you
say
talked
that.
to the
You're the
most.
only person we have a friendship with.
But that's, well, depends what you call a friendship.
Just for morbid curiosity, what did you do when you found out that someone was kind of flirting extracurricularly? Did you out them?
We outed one person.
So one person for all the Marvins and whoever else you guys were dragging through this, you got one person?
Yes.
That's a lot of collateral damage, don't you think, for one victory?
Dear Neve and Max, hi, my name is Dorian. I have been in a relationship for the past 6 months with a girl named Raffinée. However, I can't let go of the girl who truly has my heart. I have known this special girl, Jessica, for almost 2.5 years. She's a model and a college student.
She's a model.
And a college student. All right, so let's just hold on. She's going to school to become a registered nurse. She's a mother. She is beautiful beyond measure. She has been by my side through everything that I've been through in the last couple of years. I've been homeless twice. Wow, this guy Dorian's been having a rough couple of years. She knows my darkest secrets. I trust her completely. I first spoke to her on Facebook. Ever since then, Jessica has been a big part of my life. We talk on the phone and text often. We've never video chatted. I've asked before, but she always has a reason why. My head is spinning in circles and my heart feels super heavy. My girlfriend is letting me do this for my chance of being happy. I'm willing to give up everything for Jessica. It's time to meet Cinderella and see if the glass slipper fits. Wow. Here are a couple pictures. Let's do a quick search. Okay.
All right.
So this brings up a bunch of results. So Jessie Morrison. Here's a new glance at one of MySpace's most faked girls.
What? This girl's picture and profile is like a catfish feeding ground. Like other catfish, they come and they find it and they take the images and pretend to be her.
Wait a second, what is this? If y'all find more, let me know. And she lists what appear to be a bunch of
fakers. Ostensibly, these are all fake pages of her identity.
If Dorian was talking to the real Jessie Morrison, at this point, you think she would have done something to prove that it was her, if it was her.
Right.
It's just ridiculous. The fact that now knowing what we know, to think that Dorian's actually in a relationship with this girl is like nearly impossible.
No.
Hi.
Hi, Dorian.
How are you?
I'm good.
Wow. So, what is your name?
Alexis.
It's not Jessica, okay.
It's not Jessica.
What was real?
My feelings for you. Everything was real. Everything. I love you so much. I just didn't know how to, I didn't know how to tell you. You honestly mean the world to me. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I really do want to be with you.
I don't know what to say, man. I'm speechless right now. Is Janelle real?
She's not. Man, I'm sorry.
Why did you lie about Janelle and having a daughter?
My niece was around a lot. Now I just felt like she was a daughter to me, and I guess that's why I told you.
I mean,
My
mom raised me and my brother herself, so, you know, that was one of the things that attracted me to you. I feel horrible that you lied.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry for lying to you. I really, really, really am.
I just want to find out about what you've, like, how this relationship started.
Okay.
And really I want, like, the details.
Okay. Summer is my sister. She's my best friend, and she was actually friends with Jameson a few days before I even was, just on Facebook. And you know how it is. You see a cute guy on Facebook, and
Yeah,
you
sure.
automatically
You want to at least
want to
look
be
at
their
him.
friend too.
Right.
The first conversation we ever had, I think, was 3 hours and 25 minutes.
Wow, that's crazy, Max.
It is.
Have you ever had a 3-hour conversation with anyone?
Not for good 20 years.
Right? Tell me exactly what he does.
Okay. He is a model for Request Modeling Agency.
Okay.
He's going to be a anesthesiologist. He does online classes
Okay.
because obviously he can't really go to class
Right.
with everyone else.
He takes classes online to be an anesthesiologist?
Yeah, he's so smart. He is one of the writers for Chelsea Lately, and he writes, like, you know, all the cue cards and everything.
That seems crazy, though. Doesn't that seem weird to you?
Yes, it's very
Why would
weird.
he do that? Because, like,
Well,
these
actually,
guys will tell you that you don't make a lot of money writing cue cards.
I mean, that's true, but modeling is what he really does. That's where he makes his money from.
Those models make a lot of money.
I know.
Yeah.
We also called the Chelsea Handler show. Not only had no one heard of this guy, but I said he says something to do with cue cards, and like, well, we never have cue cards. I thought that was a little weird.
I mean, there's so many people in each department. I'm sure that not everyone.
Yeah, fine.
You know, it's such a minor thing. I mean, modeling is what he does. Like, this is just like not a hobby, but like it's not like what pays the bills. I mean, he's not lying about that.
I don't know. I just thought it was weird. Why do you believe everything he tells you?
I don't know, because I never really thought to Google someone if they said their sisters have died. Well, let me make sure you're really tough.
It
You know?
seems insensitive.
Yeah, like why would, if someone says their family's dead, why would you want to make sure?
We're just kind of saying that this is...
That
we're
stood
just
out to
throwing
us.
this out there.
Yeah. I mean, you can't lie when you are on a billboard in New York, or you can't lie when I've actually read a magazine with him in there. You can't fake that stuff.
Hey.
Hi.
Neve.
I am in total shock.
Sonny, you know?
Yes.
Obviously. We spoke on the phone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that was you.
Yes.
Obviously, you're not a man.
Obviously.
This is the person you've been talking to, right?
Yes.
Okay. Obviously, I'm at a little bit of a loss for words.
I am too. I don't know what to say right now. I mean, am I being punked or what?
No, not punked.
Who are you?
My name's Chelsea. I don't know. What do you want to know?
Well, how come you've been pretending to be someone else?
It started off a few years ago, and the girl was messaging me all this crazy stuff on Facebook, and I made the Facebook to get revenge. And it turned into something it really wasn't supposed to.
So you've been pretending to be this guy
Yes.
for how long now?
At least 4 years.
With lots of different people.
Plenty.
Like with my sister too, Summer?
Obviously.
Does she know?
No.
How old are you?
18.
Jeez.
So are you like attracted to girls or something?
No.
Do you know RJ King?
Yes, I do.
How do you know him?
I know him through his sisters. We all played soccer.
Right.
Who are all still alive?
Yes. He really is a model.
But Sonny's never spoken to him.
No.
Travis, come on. You're a young guy, you're good looking, you got a job. What are you doing chasing some phantom girl from Vegas? You could be dating girls right here in Los Angeles.
I mean, I'm very picky, and she knows the right things to say to me that keeps me interested.
Let's rewind. Give us how you met Candy.
I seen her profile, and she looked very beautiful. So when I ended up getting her number, after that, everything was doing pretty good. And we talk about a lot of stuff, like we talk about movies, music, we talk about conspiracy theories.
What conspiracy theories do you guys share?
Like, she feel like our water is like being like, it's not good for us. They put like different chemicals in our water, and we kind of debate about that. That's what I like. She challenges. For her to do that, that's what really got my attention. Not only that she's beautiful or somebody to actually keep your attention, that's like the best.
How often are you guys texting?
Thousands of text messages within a week. But when we do talk on the phone, it's very brief. 2 minutes, maybe 3.
She wants to get off the phone as quickly as she can.
Yes.
Travis, wasn't that a little suspicious? You must have some doubts.
Yeah, I started having doubts. When I went out to Vegas to go see her, she just stopped talking to me.
When was that?
A couple months ago.
Has she ever asked you for money?
Yes. Rent and helping her with her bills.
Did you?
No, I didn't have it at first. And I told her, like, when I have it, I'll help you out. I'll have no problem with doing it.
Travis.
She's really want to pursue her dreams, so I want to make that happen.
What are her dreams? Yeah.
She want to become a successful model. If she need help just uplifting her career, I have no problem with doing that, even if it takes money to do it. I feel like this would be that relationship that would, you know, hopefully somebody I can marry.
I want it to be true, but a girl named Candy Red from Vegas that's asking you for money to pay her bills just doesn't sound good.
Yeah. I think...
What do you think?
We're gonna find out who this girl is pretty quick.
I'm sorry, but this looks pretty easy.
Get your phone out for a second, because I want to go to her dating profile. Hold on a second, wait. Wait a second. Her URL is /Tiana. Did you even look at that?
I never looked at that.
Come on! Are you kidding me?
I never looked at that.
Travis.
Well, step 1, look at the URL. Let's look at it on a computer.
Oh, boom. All right. Tiana, which sounds like a real name, not Candy Red. 8,000 friends.
View all 27 photos. Can you just drag and drop them onto the desktop?
I can just drag and drop. All right, so now I'm gonna go to images. So I'm gonna take this photo off the desktop and I'm just gonna click and drop it, all right? And we're gonna see if it shows up anywhere. First picture.
Nothing.
Nothing, all right? Second picture.
Oh, porn star. Look, Capri, look right there. Wait,
this?
look.
Oh, American pornographic film actor. That's her, right?
Yeah, that's her.
Here she is. This page has like 16,000 followers. Oh boy.
The girl in the pictures is not B Candy Red. It's this girl, Capri.
Yeah.
A porn star and is married.
So, this whole time, it's been a porn star.
Travis, you don't understand what we're telling you. You're not talking to this beautiful woman. You've been talking to someone who's been using her pictures. Someone took her pictures, made a new fake profile, and started talking to you.
Okay.
What's your name?
Candy?
Candy. Is that your name?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Candy, I'm Max.
Hi, Max.
Hi.
Do you know who this is? If I'm wrong, I'll apologize, but I think you've been talking to him for a few years and sending him pictures of a different girl and telling him you live in Vegas and that you guys are gonna be together and then asking him for some money, and he thought he was dating this girl and he wasn't, right?
Yes. I'm sorry. Okay, I
Look, this isn't about you, okay? We're here to help him.
I think you owe Travis some answers.
Why for 2 years? Like, pretty much played me like this.
I'm sorry. Like, I honestly don't know what to say.
Veronica, she's under the impression that you've been talking to other guys as a catfish for a while. Is that true?
Yes.
So you've been talking to multiple guys the last 5, 6 years as this Candy Red person, right?
Yes.
Okay.
About 5 or 6 years ago, I got a random friend request from this girl, Savina. I messaged her and I was like, do I know who you are? She was like, no, I just thought you were cute. So we became friends, started talking all the time, and became a big part of each other's lives.
Are you guys like in love?
I'm in love with her. She says she's in love with me, so.
Wow. But you've heard her voice.
Yeah, I've heard her voice.
And do you send pictures back and forth?
I've only seen what she posts on her Facebook. They're all like modeling photos too.
Come on, Dylan.
A model?
Yeah,
Wasn't that a little suspicious?
that's why I asked you guys.
Tell us about Savina.
She likes animals. I know that much. She works at a pizza place.
But she's a model.
But she models part-time.
I forgot she was a model.
Yeah,
And she has like model pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see this girl. Okay. But she's pretty.
But that's not her.
Well, we don't know that.
She told us it wasn't her. She sent us an email and said, I'm not the person he thinks I am.
Likely does mean that, but...
Sorry, this is not the girl.
There's a good chance this is not her. Is that her?
I'm so confused. That's Savina?
Wow.
Hi.
His brain has just exploded. There's like nothing in there right now.
How are you guys?
I'm Max.
Hi, Max. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
I'm Sabina.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Your email really threw us off.
I'm sorry.
Is there someone else in the car?
No.
Oh, so you just came by yourself?
Yeah.
Maybe it was an autocorrect. I don't know.
So what's the big secret?
The big secret is that, like, you know, I posted a lot of photos of me looking really, like, good, like, photoshopped. And I'm not like that. As you can see, I don't look like that.
Shut up, you're beautiful.
Oh my God. I was just really scared to meet you because I'm a giant. And I just... And I'm sorry for laughing. I'm just really nervous.
Oh.
So the whole big secret is that like you might look different in the pictures?
I'm really self-conscious. A lot of my photos are super photoshopped. I feel like I was catfishing him. My boobs are photoshopped, my butt's photoshopped, my face looks flawless. I don't look human, I look like a supermodel, and I'm not. I'm really lanky and dorky and awkward, and I just didn't want him to see that side of me, so.
I kind of think we've hit the point, though, in social media culture where we kind of just expect that those photos that you're gonna look a little different in your life anyway.
Look that
No.
different. If I saw you, I would recognize you.
Okay.
We had a message on TikTok.
TikTok?
I have a TikTok message?
You do.
Whoa.
My name is Jake. I am 18. I live outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And I was wondering if I can get some help. Basically, I met this girl named Taylor online, and she slid into my DMs. She told me she met me in a convention, but I don't remember her at all. She was really beautiful. We started talking, and she was just really, really nice. She seemed to really care about me, which I don't get a lot of sometimes in this business.
I need something to believe in.
But there's been a couple things that's been really weird about the relationship. First off, when we FaceTime, show each other black screen. It's really weird. She told me she was gonna come from Louisiana to meet me, and I was really excited about it. But then she was here for 2 weeks and completely ghosted me. Drove past my house, which was really weird. And a couple weeks ago, my friend Emily told me she's a catfish and how I should drop her.
Something to believe in.
So I don't know. But I just want to know for sure, you know? So yeah, just hit me up on Skype. It'd be really helpful. Thank you so much.
All right, well, let's get down to business.
This is lovely.
Tell us how it all started in a little bit more detail, because we kind of skimmed through a lot of it.
Taylor slid into my DMs on Instagram. She said she met me at a social media convention about probably a week earlier. She was like, hey, you're cute. And she immediately started offering up like little bits of money.
In the first message?
In like probably the first 5 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know. Has
anyone ever said that to you before?
No. I went through her page. I thought, like, she's an attractive person. She seemed really nice. And so I got her number and we started talking from there.
Right.
And then she told me she's gonna come down here to see me. She's like, okay, I'm coming. I wait for about probably 2 hours. I get a text saying, your house is massive. I was like, wait, you drove past my house,
right?
Saw it, gave me a description, and then left. And I was like, why? That makes absolutely no sense.
Well, that's what she says.
Right.
That's what she says, yes.
And she left. What did she say?
I'm going back for Christmas.
And weren't you like, we never hung out?
Yeah, I was like, what the crap? I was kind of pissed off.
And what happened?
And then I spent all of Christmas with my family. I wasn't on my phone at all. That night I get a call. She is drunk. She is screaming on the phone. And she's like, I'm gonna ruin your entire career.
Why?
Because I didn't talk to her for like 2 days.
Oh my God. What else would she say?
That she's gonna pay people thousands of dollars to expose me online.
Expose you? For what?
Did she have any compromising information to worry about?
No.
Okay, well, I don't know. How did that resolve?
Well, that night I told her, I was like, I can't talk to you for a couple days. I have to like let this simmer down.
Right.
I have to be able to trust you again. And so a week later, I texted her and I was like, hey, we started talking again.
What led you to finally like reach out to us?
Well, I met Emily at the same convention that Taylor said she met me at.
Right.
And about 3 weeks ago, I think, she was like, wait, Taylor's a total catfish.
How did Emily find that?
I believe one of her friends told her who like Taylor really was.
But isn't that a wild coincidence?
Yeah.
Unless Emily made the whole thing up and she is Taylor.
Like, it's weird. It's real. It's suspicious. It really is. But I want it to be real, you know? You got it.
All right. I want to do some research on Taylor. Start investigating first thing in the morning.
Okay.
She could just be us around. She could not even be here at all.
It's been a few minutes. Could this be her?
The dog? I wish.
The blue car.
Here's a car.
Where? There's 3 people in that car.
There were 3 people in that car.
There's 3 girls.
But it's stopping here. Someone's definitely coming towards us. And inside.
Hi.
Voice. What's up? I'm Neve.
Nice to meet you. I'm Amanda.
Amanda, okay.
Amanda. Cammie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Obviously, Jake. Hi. So, are you Taylor?
Sorry, I'm nervous.
I understand. Where were you coming from?
Louisiana.
That's far.
It's like an 8-hour drive.
Did you drive?
Drove?
Whoa. Who was in the car with you? We saw 2 other people.
They're 2 of my best friends.
Is one of them Emily?
I don't know who Emily is.
Emily.
So you didn't have any interaction with Emily? She's not involved in all this? She told Jake, someone told her you were a catfish. How does she know that?
There are people that know that my account is fake. I turn the comments off so they can't comment.
Okay. We're trying to figure out what's been going on, so.
Well, I want to apologize to you first. I'm sorry. I didn't think that he would like talk to me as me because I'm very insecure about like what I look like.
Okay, well, who is me?
I'm 24.
Okay, so you are 24.
Mhm.
Okay.
I started catfishing about 4 or 5 years ago
Okay.
because I was bullied in high school, so I had to be homeschooled because of that. And I don't have very many friends, so that's kind of the mindset I had when going into it. And I know it was wrong, I know it's not the best way to make friends, but
Sure, maybe in high school when it was happening, you did it to like get away from the feelings you were having. But then you had, 6 years to grow up and stop doing that.
I just don't understand where you think it was gonna go. And I mean, like, like we have had conversations where I've been like, yo, like trust, massive thing for me. You break it, I gotta earn it back, and it's gonna be hard to earn it back. Why not just start a conversation as yourself? Like, just try.
I mean, you're right.
But why him?
Well, we met in person in October at an event. I had a party in my hotel room. I used the Taylor account and told him to come to the party, and he came.
So you guys actually hung out. Do you remember her now that she gave you that reference?
Very, very briefly.
I just don't get it. What do you, why are you making friends with kids and fake hosting parties and sending them money?
I have a hard time talking to people.
He mentioned that there was at least one time where you got really upset with him, said some things that were kind of aggro. Did that happen?
Yes, but something did happen that I'd rather not talk about right now.
He told us that you were threatening to blackmail him.
I did do that, but I did apologize because I do realize it was wrong of me to put him in that position. I did apologize.
Okay, well, I just
Right, but what were you planning on blackmailing him with that holds so much weight that it would ruin his entire career?
I don't really feel comfortable talking about that.
Look, I know this was a lot. I think that there's still some more stuff to kind of just iron out. Let's just plan on meeting back up tomorrow at some point, if it suits everyone.
No, it's fine.
So we're here to find out, because I definitely feel like there was something you didn't want to say yesterday, and
I basically, I don't want to make Jake look bad for the things that he's done to me.
Okay.
But that this is a safe space. Your friends are here. We're here. We're open. Because
you have a right to speak for yourself and defend yourself. Let me ask you. Yesterday, though, you brought up that there was something that came up that you didn't want to talk about. Do you still feel like you don't want to talk about it?
I'll talk about it. So on Christmas Eve, he called me and he was freaking out because he was like, I don't have money to get my family Christmas presents and I can't go home without presents for them. So I sent him $300. So then he was like, okay, I'll call you when I get home. And he never called me. And that is when I got mad and told him I was gonna basically put him on blast because it felt like he was using me for money.
Wow, that definitely was not the story Jake told us.
And then there's just the other day, he had asked Amanda for, what was it, $600 or something for a phone, however much, a phone costs. And Amanda was like, I only had $300. And he was like, that's fine, send it. There's other times where he's requested money and she's declined multiple times. And he made her feel bad for declining his request.
So he sent requests.
He sent me requests for $300 to bail his friend out of jail.
Why would you even ask Amanda? That's not her responsibility.
But has he demanded money from you?
He's called me a few times and he's asked me to send him food to his house, and I do, because he's like, I'm hungry, babe, I'm hungry, can you send me food? And I'm like, okay, sure.
So why do you keep sending him?
It definitely helps understand why you were upset, because he didn't obviously tell the story exactly the same way. And yesterday, what you probably really should have been doing is standing up for yourself and say, hey, you know what? Yes, I lied to you. I shouldn't have done that. But you've really treated me badly.
Right. I do have a problem when it comes to standing up for myself.
What do we got? Ooh, Catfish casting. Oh,
from
man.
casting.
That means something's up. Hey, guys, you should check out this video. Maybe you can help. Oh, boy. What is this video? Andrea Russett. Wait, I know her. She's a YouTuber.
Yeah, I follow her on Twitter.
So before this video of craziness,
she's got 3.5 million followers.
That's a lot.
Who am I to try and stop believing?
Wait, what is she talking about?
Let's see.
I'm sure you guys are already aware, there's been literally thousands of profiles
using my pictures online. And a lot of them, I kind of just brush it off because they're ridiculous. They can't even spell my name right. They're saying crazy things. But I recently found some profiles imitating my family. And I just feel like once you involve my family, it's kind of just taking it too far. So I'm here to ask you guys, how do I handle this? Leave a comment below.
Wow. It's got almost 40,000 likes and hundreds of comments. A lot of people tagging me and you.
Her fan base is calling us.
We've been summoned. The fans have spoken. This is a crowdsourced episode of Catfish.
Wow,
that was fast.
Really fast.
Hey, Andrea.
Andrea.
Hello.
What's up? How are ya?
I'm good.
So how long have you had your YouTube channel?
I started YouTube in like 6th grade, so like 2009.
Thank you very much for the 5,000 plus subscribers.
How old does that make you now?
I'll be 21 next month.
Oh, wow.
I feel good.
And when did you start developing kind of your following and fame?
In 2009, because I had one video go viral, and then from that, I worked at my radio station in my hometown, Fort Wayne, Indiana, which like helped grow the YouTube stuff.
And is that where you are now?
No, I live in LA now.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So for the last 5 years, you've known sort of internet fame, and I'm sure all of the wonderful things and all of the sort of weird, creepy things that come with that.
Definitely. I've pretty much been seeing people use photos of me as profiles since 2010. I mean, I've seen profiles asking people to send them nudes. I've gotten emails from people that think they're engaged to me.
Wow.
These people have been sending them money, like crazy, crazy stuff. For my family, I just feel like it makes me worry more, and it just concerns me a lot.
How many different accounts are there?
There's me and my mom, my dad, my sister, and my brother.
Are they talking to each other?
Yeah, they'll like each other's photos, they'll comment.
So there's a conspiracy.
For sure.
When did the accounts get made?
My sister's account goes back to 2013.
Whoa, but you only just now saw it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's creepy.
I've had some really scary run-ins with people, like stalkers, so it makes me worry more for my family if it really gets out of control.
Hi, Zoe, right?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Neve. How you doing? Why don't you come on out? Some people I'm sure you recognize.
Yeah. Can I start by saying, to you especially, like, I'm really sorry for using your pictures, not only of you, but like of your family. It was never anything personal. At the time, I was being really selfish. Like, that's the best excuse I can say.
You didn't stop to think, like, maybe this is a really bad idea?
It did cross my mind, but like I said, I was being selfish and I didn't care.
So you didn't stop to think about the multiple people that you were messing with? You didn't think about any of that?
Wasn't ever to seriously be vindictive or anything like that. That's not what I wanted to do.
But that is what you did.
It is what I did, but that was never my intention.
Well,
Like,
what was your intention?
Yeah.
To find something that I didn't have. Put on a mask and be able to connect with people.
And how and why did you choose Andrea?
Honestly, I Googled pretty Tumblr girl and she popped up and I was like, okay. But then like, people would bring it to my attention like, oh, this account's fake. Why aren't people tagging you? Why don't you have family members? So I decided to create other profiles so people wouldn't, you know, suspect.
You said you didn't want to be vindictive, but like I've seen the things you said to other people.
Yeah.
It wasn't like polite all the time.
I understand, yeah.
So that's pretty vindictive to say stuff like that and to manipulate people.
Yeah, I know.
We picked Alex out of a hat. Are we to understand that he's the only person that you had an emotional relationship with as Andrea or as any one of these fake profiles?
Emotionally, yes, but I did talk to other people.
How many?
I honestly, maybe 3 other people.
3 other guys that you were flirtatious with and who thought that they were moving towards some kind of a relationship
And are
with
somewhere
Andrea.
out there thinking they talk to me and thinking that I'm this person that you portrayed me to be that I'm probably not.
Yeah.
I've heard you when you're sincere. This doesn't seem sincere. Here's the thing.
It was never...
You know me well.
Yeah.
You know me very well at this point, and you know that I'm a caring person in general, and I like to help people, and you know that. And you had every opportunity to turn that around and just say, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you because you're a really good person, and I'd like to show you that I am too.
I agree. It was really wrong. I'm sincerely sorry, but that's what happened. I can't change it, but I am sorry.
What scares me a little bit is how resolved you seem about all this.
It seems rehearsed.
Seems a little canned. Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it.
This one is from Akira. The subject is, a catfish is ruining my relationship. Hey, Neve and Cammy. Things are getting out of hand, and I realize you're the only ones who can help.
Probably.
My boyfriend, William, and I have been dating for the past 3 months. We're completely in love, but recently, a girl named Jamie has been blowing up his phone constantly. When I asked William about it, he said that he and Jamie used to date online, but out of respect for me, William blocked her. But she's been messaging him from other profiles. She can't get over him and is doing anything she can to stay in touch. With all this going on, I decided to look into her. William believes she's some sort of social media influencer because she's a ton of followers.
No.
But I saw her Twitter and it looks shady. It's clear to me she isn't just a stalker ex, she's a catfish. And it's gotten even worse. I'm getting weird messages from fake accounts and they're freaking me out and pissing me off. Jamie even told William that he better watch out because she knows his address. I love William, but I don't know what to do anymore. She's going to ruin our relationship if we don't get her out of our lives. Thanks in advance, Akira.
Watch out.
Right.
I'm gonna show up at your house. She's a stalker.
I'm nervous now. So let's get the story.
Spill the tea.
So me and Jamie, we was talking for like around 2 years. She hit me up on Twitter. I guess I liked the tweet. And then that's when she inboxed me. She told me her name's Jamie Gonzalez. She retweets things for promo, like money.
So it's like, if you pay me $5, I'll post your picture on my page.
Yes.
Like that. Because she has a lot of followers.
Yeah, just wanted to get to know who she was. That's when I started texting her, talking to her on the phone.
How often were you guys talking?
Every day. She's a cool person. She caring, thoughtful. She ain't no judgy person. She had me hooked.
Ooh. Did you love her?
Yeah, I loved her. I cared about her. At the time, I wasn't working. I told her I need help, money-wise. That's when she was like giving me money. But when she was doing the promo stuff and things like that, her PayPal got suspended. So that's when she gave them my PayPal.
Oh, wait a second. So people send her money to help promote stuff, and then you're getting just random
money, like every
money
day.
from different accounts.
Yes, a random person.
Was there ever a conversation where she was like, can you accept this and then pay me? Or was it just like, oh, you know what, you just take it? Like, you never had an agreement?
No type of agreement. She just willingly sent me money. She supposedly is supposed to sell a house out in New York to come live down here with me, for me. But she kept making excuses. I was getting tired and frustrated at that, so I moved on. I told her, like, I can't keep on doing this no more.
I mean, this is weird.
I know it's crazy.
This is maybe the weirdest I've ever heard. Some random girl who says she's in New York tells all her clients to pay you on PayPal for the social media work she's doing. Oh.
Hello.
Hey.
What did I miss? Sorry.
You scared me.
You made it. What's up?
Nice to meet you. Hello. So, what did I miss, guys?
The biggest thing that kind of we cleared up is the money thing.
It's crazy, you know? You wouldn't be like, expecting someone to do that. Like, it's weird and it's strange.
How many different accounts do you think have sent you money?
More than 50.
You have your PayPal transaction history. We could look at it, right? I'd like to see that. Wow. Oh my God.
Look at all those scrolls you're doing.
He's gonna break his thumb. Holy.
He doesn't believe this is a catfish.
Okay, so wait a second. So
there we go.
Jamie Aronofsky, $90.
I thought her last name was Gonzalez.
Right.
Is she Buttercup Gonzalez?
Yeah, that's what she was calling her, so that's how I met her.
Wait, so she sent you $90 a lot of times?
Bad enough.
Jesus, 60, 100, 50, 70, 40. Are you kidding me? Don't break up with this girl. This is the best thing you got going.
Thank you.
Thank you. Get out of here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you messing this up?
Thank you. Please.
Oh my God. This is a lot of money, man. Jeez, we're still in May. Donnie, $5. Jeju, $5. Sarah, $5. There's a lot of these. Holy. You have a $15 pending payment.
He doesn't care. He's getting money every day.
He doesn't even care. This is crazy.
With PayPal messages, she said, I see over 5K.
Oh, she requested $5,000.
This was around the time when I actually broke it off with her.
She said, pay back my money or it's be a problem.
That's when Curry told me to block her off Instagram, Twitter. That's when she contacted me on PayPal.
I helped you over 2 years, and this is what you do to me? She sent a request for $6.5 million. And then said, don't keep playing with me.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy, cuz. This is crazy.
Hi.
How you doing? Neve.
I'm Jamie.
Cammy.
Nice to meet you.
Obviously, you know William.
Yeah.
Why don't we talk out here? It's a little dark under there. So what's going on?
A lot.
You're Jamie.
Yeah.
Whole time, you're Jamie.
But I did tell you in text who I was, and I sent you pictures.
You're right, because we just saw.
Yeah.
So when you first met him, were you lying about the
Yes, I
pictures?
was.
Okay, so initially you were using different pictures. So you admitted that you were using the wrong pictures and you sent him the right pictures.
Yeah.
But then did you go back to using fake pictures again?
Yeah, because he kept on not really believing that that was me. So I said I would just, like in my head, I said I would go along with it.
So that is confusing for him. I mean, for most people, I would think they would get it.
When I started developing feelings that I had, I came clean because I felt it was the right thing to do.
Thank you. You are the first person. You lied about who you were, then you got into a relationship, you had feelings for him, so you told him the truth.
Yeah, because it was bothering me.
You didn't want to
for a
believe
while.
it. I didn't want to believe it. What's up with all the money? Because that's very confusing to us.
I had feelings for him, and I just wanted to help him out.
Just because you liked him?
Because she loved me.
Yeah.
And so that was just your money that...
Yeah, I was making on social media. I mean, I never really had a really serious relationship. And it was like, if I sent him money, yeah, it would keep him around. And I look at it now that I shouldn't have done that, but because I couldn't break how I felt, then I just kept doing it.
These other accounts that I think you created to mess with him and other girls that he was dating, is that?
No.
Did you not make any of those accounts?
No.
But you've contacted Akira.
No. I mean, I don't know what messages that is
Well,
referring
saying,
to.
I know where you live.
Yeah.
I want my money back.
Yeah, I've said that, but I didn't actually, like, think it through like I was actually gonna do that.
You didn't try to log into her Instagram account?
No, there's no way I could have done that.
I don't see nobody else doing that.
I didn't have a valid reason to go after Akira.
Well, yes, you did.
You do.
Love
Honestly,
him and
yeah.
have a relationship with him, and then he started dating Akira.
I wouldn't blame you because I would be pissed off too. I would be like, who the hell do you think you are? Just like walking all over me.
you had FaceTime me, then we wouldn't have been doing it.
I feel like you're really judgmental
Oh my
at times.
God.
You are.
I'm judgmental?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm judgmental. I don't judge people.
At times, you were calling me ugly. I don't think that's right. I would not say that to you.
So wait, so after you showed him pictures of yourself, he said, I'm not attracted to this girl, she's ugly.
Yeah.
That's.
And he said that he didn't find my actual voice attractive.
You said her voice was ugly?
Yeah, I said her voice was ugly. I don't remember though, but yeah.
I do.
You don't have a lot of memories of a lot of things.
Because I try to forget.
I remember everything. I pretty much keep all of our convos. I have everything, yeah.
That's how much you was in love with me, huh?
Yeah.
You really did love me.
Mm-hmm.
What are your feelings toward William now?
I still love him. I do. I think he is a great person regardless of me feeling hurt.
So
Yeah.
you would like to still have a relationship of some kind, and
Yeah.
obviously you still have strong feelings for him.
Yeah.
But he's in a relationship, so do you have any, what are your feelings now towards Jamie? I mean, do you want to still be friends?
No. I just feel like we should just go our separate ways, move on from this. Because Kara, she thinks like, if, we talking that I still have feelings, I still love her and care about her. But that's not the case at all. Because I love Kara and I wouldn't do that. I'm not a cheater.
William, if you don't want to be friends with Jamie, then you also can't be accepting her money.
I know. I apologize. I'm sorry for everything I did, or if you feel I feel like I hurt you, I apologize for that.
I feel the same way. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you about a lot of things.
My life is an online riot? Hey, Neve and Max. I can't believe I'm writing you guys, but here goes. My name is Nicole Riot, and I live in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm 25 years old, and for the past 9 years, my identity has been used to catfish other people.
Wow.
So she was a mask. A lot of people use her pictures. When I was 16, I joined MySpace, and I was on it all the time. I had thousands of followers from all over the world, and was really open about myself and my life. My online friends started telling me that they've seen my photos on other MySpace profiles. These were obviously fake. Then I started being called a catfish. That's when things became too much.
Don't call me a catfish now.
Strangers would message me believing I was someone else and accuse me of lying to them. They believed that they were having an online relationship with me, sometimes for years, and were pissed that I had disappeared on them. I was paranoid, and it started to affect me in real life. I was dating someone at the time, and this whole thing ended up breaking us up. A couple of years ago, I joined Facebook and discovered there were fake profiles of me on there too, but this time, it was worse. They were using my photos and the name Nicole Riot.
So they were using her real name too.
Right.
That's crazy.
I'm just tired of this, and I want to take my identity back. I think you guys might be the only ones who can really help.
Hello!
Hey!
How's it going over there in Salt Lake?
It's awesome. It's actually nice weather today, so.
Do you like it there?
Does anybody like it here? It's all right.
We saw your email, a lot of questions. So just sort of tell us how this all got started and give us a little bit more detail.
Okay, well, it all started when I was 16 and made MySpace, and I used to have thousands of followers.
Okay, but you're not like a social media star. You're not like an Instagram model.
No, I'm definitely not a model. I don't post like scandalous photos or anything, so.
But you did achieve some level of kind of social media fame, and you had a lot of pictures up there, and so anyone could have just kind of stolen pictures from that account to then use them later.
Yeah.
When you first went on MySpace and kind of shared a lot of your life, what was the thinking behind that? Were you just bored with life in Salt Lake City?
It was kind of like that, yeah. Like, I just wanted to be out there more, I guess. I was not out when I was 16, because, like, it's Utah, so I didn't come out to my parents till, like, 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're, like, super LDS and no, you know?
So you're LDS, Mormon. So I imagine you had to keep your sexuality under wraps for most of your young adult life.
Yeah.
So one of these profiles, or a couple of these profiles, got you into hot water with your ex-girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
She found some other profiles on Facebook, and they were using the exact same name as mine, so she kind of automatically assumed that I made other profiles to talk to other people, and we would fight about it a lot, and it just kind of blew up in my face.
How long were you dating her for?
A few years, maybe 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty serious relationship that got broken up.
Yeah. And I feel bad for like these other people, you know, who think they're dating me. It's not cool.
Yeah.
I want to know like what you can do to help me, you know?
I think we can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Yeah. All right, Nicole, we're gonna meet you in Salt Lake City. We're gonna figure out how to fix this.
It's gonna be a riot.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right, see you soon.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
It's a girl.
It is a girl.
Oh. Holy. I
You know this person?
her.
Really?
Yep.
Hi.
Hello. Obviously, I was the one running the fake profile, so.
What's your name?
Erica.
Erica. Max.
Nice to meet you.
Do you guys know each other?
Online, yeah.
I added her as myself on my Facebook page.
Why?
I think I was slowly making that transition to tell her. Because I think the first thing I said to you was like, wow, that's crazy how people are using your pictures. That was to get her to accept like my friend request and me as a person, and then eventually kind of come clean about the whole situation. And obviously I know Ryan. It's Erica.
Ryan?
That's crazy. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not even recognize her.
Yeah, I low-key dated Ryan like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Ryan. Do you remember that?
I remember that, but I didn't recognize you walking up.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
You guys dated in high school?
Yeah, like we dated.
Dated for like 3 weeks.
Continue.
Okay. So really the profile got started is because when me and Ryan were dating, that was kind of during the time my mother was just not about like relationships, can't talk to boys, nothing. So we were told not to talk to each other. Like no communication, nothing. Me being, you know, head over heels kind of person, I was like, I need to talk to him. I, you know, was on MySpace. I think I had MySpace and Facebook. And there was this like account called like Fake Busters where they used to bust like fake profiles. Her pictures were one of them. I mean, she had like a YouTube video saying she was real. I was like, dang, like this is kind of like the perfect person to use, you know? Someone wanted to call me out, well, hey, here's the YouTube video saying like I'm a real person.
I was the pawn.
But it kind of enabled me to still talk to him and him being kind of receiving of it. Other than that, it's kind of been like a one and done kind of conversation with other people.
Glad I know that now.
Well, we know that you did reach out to like other local Cleveland people.
Yeah, that profile was kind of the almost like last word profile. I mean, throughout the years of like high school and just like bullying and all this, you know, kind of just drama, people would always block me on my personal page and like would say whatever, then block me. And I'm like, really? Okay. So I just hop on as Nicole and, you know, get my last word in, and then that was it.
Why not just shut it off? You can just deactivate a profile.
Right. So.
Why is it still up?
I mean.
'Cause, like, using her pictures and her name.
Right.
And then separately as yourself, like, being friends with them. It's like.
It's kind of my life up in a way.
Me personally, and I'm not saying that this isn't an important issue, but I had other things going on in my life that I was just kind of like, all right, I'll get to this later, so.
I think we got a video. All right, let's see here. What do we got?
Hey, Neve and Max. My name is Diogene, and I'm 19 years old, and I'm from Youngstown, Ohio. A lot of my friends call me Natho because Diogene is just too hard to pronounce. I've been talking to this guy named Brandon for about 6 months now, and he's really sweet and insanely cute. And he lives only a few hours away from me in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And he came into my life at a time where I really needed someone most.
Did I say something stupid? Do I seem kinda clueless? Do you think I'm a doofus? Please answer me.
And by the way, he's internet famous, and I find that really, really cool. The only problem is we haven't had an opportunity to meet. And I really want to take this relationship to the next level, but I don't think I can do that if we haven't met face to face. I really want to pursue this relationship. So could you please give me a call and help me?
Let's call Diagene.
I think she goes by Nay.
She's Nay. Oh, she goes by Nay with an A-E. Like,
hey! What up?
Hi.
We just saw your intense video submission.
yeah, why was it so intense?
You were racing through it.
I don't know, maybe it was because like my friend was filming it and she was just like making faces in the background.
So tell us about yourself.
I used to go to school at Youngstown State and now I'm just like working like crazy now.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, so you're young. All right, so we want to know how you and Brandon met and sort of tell us the whole story of the last 6 months.
So after like a failed relationship that I was in, I decided to join Tinder. I saw his picture and I was the one that swiped right on him. He also swiped right on me. After 2 days, that's when he reached out and said, "You'd make a great girlfriend." And I don't know where my head was. I was like, "Who, me?" And so then he was like, "Duh." And I said, "Oh, okay."
Hold on, time out. The first message he sent you was you'd make a good girlfriend?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a weird thing to say.
Why are you buying this? Why would you? You're smart,
Because he's internet famous.
Well, all right, so sorry.
When did you find out he was internet famous, and what kind of fame does he have?
I looked him up and I found him on like a website called like Famous People Birthdays, and it like told me everything about him.
Got it.
So I said, "Am I missing something?" And you're like internet famous or something. So then he was like, "Yeah, I make vines and videos."
Is he hot?
Is he hot?
Yeah, he's like blonde hair, blue eyes, and he's like super tall, and so I'm really like attracted to that. And he was someone like I could really talk to. My past relationships have all been fails, and it's always me coming second to another female in all of the relationships. And this time, I don't know, he just made me feel like I was number one.
Like, have you guys talked on the phone?
We've spoken once.
And what was that like?
Well, I was telling my twin sisters about the whole situation. And so she was like, "Girl, he's catfishing you. Just, leave it alone." I was like, "No, he isn't. Watch." So I gave him a call or whatever, and I like let him know, like, "Hey, I'm telling people about us, and this is what they're thinking." So then he flipped out, got really pissed at me, and said, "Your sister's an idiot. I'm real," like this and that. So we stopped talking for a short period of time, and then he came back. After that, we just continued like talking.
You need our help, obviously. We're gonna fly you to Los Angeles. We're gonna do some research. We're gonna see where this guy really is and track him down and bring you guys together. All right. Well, any minute now. Any minute now.
How you feeling?
Oh, jeez. We shall see.
Who's this? This looks like could be our guy. Hey, are you our guy?
Yeah.
I know that you wanted to meet up with her privately, but we're involved, obviously, at this point.
Right.
And this is what she wants. I think you owe that to her. Can I go in there, get them, and bring them out?
I don't know.
I think you owe that to her. I mean, you come this far. Okay. I'll be right back. He's cool with us coming out and filming, so.
Is this joke? Are you for real? This
Do you know this guy?
Yeah, one of my exes.
That you said still liked you, but.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Thomas.
Thomas.
No, like, no. This is not for me. Like, no, like, all this time wasted.
I wanted to do it without, the cameras to save all this. I didn't want to do it in front of everybody else. But you know how I felt about you, and I know how we ended. I didn't, you know, feel it was right to come to you as me. And then I tried to tell you before it got to this point, but it's kind of hard to do that.
You played me back to back to back. And then, oh, when I finally move on, then you decide, oh, okay, I want her back. Like, where the was that attitude back when I had feelings for you?
So, you guys dated in high school.
Right.
My
when
first
you were
3
15,
years of high school.
and it wasn't the best relationship. And then you broke up, and at some point you decided you wanted her back.
Right.
So you made the Tinder account.
Right.
Why did you choose that guy?
When we were together, she talked about, like, kind of her image of what she would be attracted to.
A tall, white, blonde guy?
Yeah.
What was the plan?
I mean, hopefully, you know, she realized that I went through all this for her and that my feelings are real, and hopefully we could work something out.
Why should she give you another chance?
Because I learned from my mistakes, you know. I realized, you know, where I messed up at.
Back when we were trying, you know, you could give two whether or not I breathed or not. Let's be real here.
Back then, you know, yeah, I did mess up, and I did take you for granted. But when we were talking, I mean, the feelings were still real. We were still having a real conversation, and you just thought it was somebody else.
It's not high school anymore. This is not how you get somebody back. Like, come on now. That's it. Like, I'm done talking right now.
You want to go inside?
Yeah.
You knew she'd be mad.
Right.
Just... You don't waste nobody's time like that. This is just, like, too much.